How we doing today, Starseeds? My name is Alex, and I'm here as your New Earth Age of Aquarius Paradise Ascension Guide to help your consciousness and soul ascend out of the lower vibrational timeline of Hell on Earth, also known as the Age of Pisces timeline, and into the higher vibrational timelines of pure bliss, euphoria, fun, peace, bright dreams, and everlasting life. If you're a twin flame watching this, please check out the most recent video I have on here regarding twin flame ascension, as it will help you understand the messages from this particular reading that much greater. Lastly, check the description for information on my powerful energy healing services and tarot readings if you feel inspired to receive some bona fide help from an expert after this reading. With all that being said, let's go ahead and dive in, tribe. So with the Eight of Pentacles, I'm feeling a 5-week completion cycle finalizing for the young woman sitting in the chair, seemingly gazing at the candle she holds in her left hand, which means that this is just the same for this sector of Starseeds who got activated by the new moon's light codes and got the message to begin practicing your power to speak up for yourself and stand up for yourself in all areas of your life where the enemy of God and his Starseed children were deliberately draining and oppressing. These oppressors and energy feeders will always be around true starseed children from the beginning of their lives and especially into adulthood at times, when it is time for them to ascend back to the beyond. In other words, the higher vibrational timelines of fun, healthy pleasure, true love, peace, profound stability, inner unification, and paradise, and fulfill their extraordinary, innovative starseed mission to uplift the planet to these same high vibrational timelines as well. So if you have a friend or a frenemy more like, a coworker, a boss, or even a so-called relative who causes you a bunch of stress, anxiety, anger, and setbacks because of their negative opinions of your life or the attacks they tend to blow your way while still not even taking time to understand the profound spiritual transformation that you're already struggling with on the inside, these are the types of oppressors or entities that I mean who are working with the devil beneath the surface as a sort of program or evil spy kid in order just to stop our precious starseed race's ascension into the new earth age of Aquarius paradise of bliss, aka 5D, where we truly belong. This sort of makes the innocent, ascending starseed feel caught between two worlds, especially whenever an attack is sent our way to try to test us or to make us backtrack if we fail the test. This is because our consciousness is meant to be stationed in one place and one place only, a heavenly place. When we are ascending, we're already going through a sort of Alice in Wonderland-like turbulent trip to the other side as it is. So imagine when an enemy comes your way during this very sensitive period where you're already feeling unstable and they begin belittling you, expressing way far off negative opinions about your life, trying to control you in the direction of your life that you're probably already confused about, in order just to steer you off path, make you feel weak, or anything in addition to that. You bet you'd feel like you're in 2, maybe even 3 separate realities because of the dark, distorted, negative energy that's being spewed at you from an evil spy kid program. If you're a starseed who's been through this before, I know you understand what I mean. And I say all of this to tie it into the much more sovereign, high vibrational position that the young woman in the chair is now in, as it feels like she followed both the new moon and the full moon's guidance to reclaim all the power she relinquished that was due to be transferred back to her during this period, as well as to stand her ground and to even put up barriers and boundaries to those she felt she could not before the moon cycle's help. It also feels like the candle is a former oppressor and that she is closing her mouth and jaws shut firmly at them in order to show them how much power she now has over them herself as well as all the games and the BS that she's not playing with them any longer. She is much more awakened now and serious about the production and progression of her life than before, which they were capitalizing on surely, making them unfairly have the upper hand on her energy field for a time. I soon felt the sensation of the former oppressor falling down from the woman's heart chakra, down past her solar plexus, sacral, root, and into the ground beneath her in order to symbolize the entity attachment's permanent fall from her life altogether. This is the kind of power we have as divine beings and ascended masters on earth to reclaim our lives, our power, our dignity, our birthrights, our life force energy, everything that was stolen from us, to walk away from the thieves and let God crucify them instead if we are not healthily guided to do this ourselves first by spirit. With the King of Swords, I'm feeling two different stories actually playing out separately for the Divine Feminine collective, as well as for the Divine Masculine side of the collective consciousness. Very similar to the twin flame reading I just did on this a couple days ago, I'm feeling that the Divine Masculine Starseeds are being put through a final test before they're able to officially leave this last chapter of being oppressed and separated from themselves. The crow, the moth-looking creature, and the bat that surrounds him feel like they're actually antagonizing him, taunting him, and trying to see if he's strong enough to reclaim his power and healthily and safely stand up for himself when he is guided to do this by spirit. This is because spirit and the beast system both work together with the light and the dark to teach us lessons in the hopes that we do pass at some point, which we will, and get to our beautiful destination happy and whole in the end. Similar to the twin flame reading, it also feels as if he is being tested on his second sight so that he may clearly see and understand the people, aka the entities, he's been giving his power away to for likely years during his asleep state. So they are also creating friction in order to force us to awaken that much further as a result. This is the system's sort of harsh way, because it truly is, of making us wake up out of the dystopian, distorted matrix reality and programming that we've been following for quite a long time now. However, I do feel a major victory, just as we always do, coming through in the card, as well as a lot of joy and even laughter coming from the king in the image, which is signifying the devil's complete demise and permanent exit out of his life, which I did feel crash out of him right as I said that. So, in other words, the Divine Masculine is right at the door, just waiting to open it and step through to the brand new life and real divine man that he's become in real time right on planet Earth. The Divine Feminine Starseed Collective has now, or is just now, wrapping up these same lessons that the Divine Masculine is now being put through, as they are sometimes ahead of the Divine Masculine during these major shifts, and other times vice versa. So it feels like the Divine Feminine has a lot more of a handle on these past unnecessary karmic situations and distractions now, and is currently focusing on her future and even planning actionable or soon to be actionable steps so that she may progress towards and be ready for her brand new future without the devil's influence once and for all. For those of you who are more androgynous natured ascended masters on Mother Earth, I'm feeling that the divine feminine sector of your energy body and soul is in a much more peaceful, healthier state than before, and that the divine masculine sector of your energy body and soul is still getting upgraded and put through some final tests of strength, like the divine masculine king in the illustration is, before you can officially pass to the next phase. Isn't it interesting how that works? However, for this rare sort of subgroup in our collective, I do feel that you, of course, have a huge handle on this final task, just as you always do. And lastly, we have the major arcana card, the Empress. Here, I'm feeling these simple energies of being full, pregnant, and soon ready to give birth, and fully ready to move on with our lives. It actually feels like the goddess is putting back on her earrings after having a tough battle with the enemy, and that she's just going to herself, well, I'm sorry they made me take off my earrings for this, but I did what I had to do. Which means that she handled business, just like the new moon and full moon energies were guiding her to do, including the males, starting sometime around the new moon earlier this month on the 7th. With this, I can also feel the past finally just being the past, which is coming with this end of movie type of energy playing within the background, along with heavenly yet grounding symphonic music. This new moon feels like it is finally all about you, just as it is meant to be, from a place of humility, of course, which the moon looking down on her, along with her rubbing her face at the same time, is both conveying. Again, this is also true for the divine masculine sector of the collective as well. Her mouth and throat chakra regions also feel very healed, upgraded, and free to flow so that she may express herself in much lighter, healthier, creative, fun, artistic ways than when she had to express herself by standing her ground or guarding her emotions like in the past. This is so drastic of a shift that it must be in direct alignment with the prophesized Big 180 flip from hell on earth and into heaven on earth for this sector of the Starseed Collective, who is very soon ready for it. So great freaking job for doing everything you've needed to do to get to the Ascension Mastery level that you're now at, Tribe. And know that the new moon is soon coming up on the 6th of June, although you'll likely begin feeling the shifts a few days before then, will do its part as it usually does to help to intuitively and consciously get you there the rest of the way. And that's the channel message that Spirit and I wanted to share with you all today regarding the new moon approaching on June 6th. If you feel you received something from this, please check the description to find links to both my Etsy shop for healing, as well as my Twin Flame Ascension Facebook page, where I provide weekly tarot card pulls to help you consciously maneuver through the current Ascension energies. Comment down below if you'd like to purchase Weekly Ascension Energies Readings, which I make for Twin Flames as well, like the one you just watched in a written out PDF style for just $8.88. This will also be sold straight from my Etsy shop as well, so I would love to get a gauge on just how many are interested. Thanks for tuning in, and like and subscribe if you would like future content from me. Bye.